and that shit gets hot, right? And so you can get this cool, and then you wrap it around that bladder. That bladder's 170 degrees. It'll speed everything up. This is mild temperature. I'm not worried about it. But you guys do these in July, August, September, where it's hot as shit here. You got to think about that. All right. So we've done everything, right? We have made sure that the bladder is inflated. We showed you how to wrap that. We know that we got good air. We know the bladder's working right. Like, you start checking all those boxes, we know that we're ready to do this.
We set the gauge already at 30 pounds. Is it 30 pounds?
Yeah, 35.
I mean, once we're inside the pipe, we'll be 35 and 40, we'll be good.
Yeah.
All right. Again, the smaller the bladder, the more pressure it's going to take. Like, we do this, like I said, in 60-inch pipe, it takes 5 pounds because there's just way more volume, bigger surface area. All right, more volume, surface area, less pressure. Less volume, surface area, more pressure. All right, you guys got any questions before we start?
Thinking that, no.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get her going. You guys remember all this? Did I grab the right one?
Yeah, that's the winner.
Ilumíname, sensei.
A
mí también.
I'll start stopwatch when we start listening.
Ya lo otro lo tengo, si me olvides por pasmado. Just open like.
So I like to pull this, slide this guy off. Yep, slide her off like that. Pull the silver line bag off. Right? So here, it's all one bag. Okay. Yep. And then, where's our spatula?
Everybody catch that? I didn't know what time it is.
I got it.
So I like to
It's like 12, 15.
use your spatula and pull that back and forth like that.
Okay.
All right. Yep. And then what I like to do is get it to one side, break it in half. All right. Just make sure it's one consistent color. What you don't want is dark spots in the corners. All right, because that means it's not mixed properly. See that like dark spot there?
It all needs to be one.
Let's get that
one
mixed.
solid color.
Tiene que quedar un solo color.
All right, that's pretty good to me.
Okay.
All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and have about half of this on this side. All right, go ahead and start working that in there.
Poquito. Con la mano larga. Ay, sí,
No que eres pintor.
Pintor, no plastero.
Really, really, with this stuff, you want to take the resin all the way to the edges, right? Because this here, those are dry spots, and stuff will find a way to grab onto that.
All around the corners.
Yep, like almost off of the fiberglass. Yep.
Este queda bien, Wilber, porque vos sos pintor.
Sí. O al pastero.
Este para plaster, pero.
Maybe a little bit more here.
Disculpame.
¿Qué pasó?
Por confundirte.
de carro.
No, pero qué bien andar allí pajeando y está bueno.
Pero arriba de ahí.
La botella. ¿Qué no está? No hay que hacer un oro. Furia de oro también.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. So now, pick this one side up with me. All right. We're gonna fold it.
To the
You
line.
see that line? Nope, nope, just one, just one.
Just one?
Yep, just one for now.
¿Qué pasó? Apresurado. Le echan más. Espérate, que le echo más, por favor. Estamos on fire.
The straight doesn't have lines, does it?
No, you just kind of put half and half as long as it falls in between.
All right. Now that one, till you see the line.
Yeah.
Aquí
pon tu dedo,
You
mira.
know, repair my boat with this stuff? Looks
Yeah.
like it.
Oh yeah.
Close.
See how sensitive that glass is? It kind of just gets,
I'm sanding it down.
you know, you got to be a little bit more sensitive with this one than the straight.
And what is this stuff? It is fiberglass, right?
It is. It's just, it's called a bidirectional.
Lo que dice en la mesa.
Bidirectional.
Y sí. Iba a ser con la mesa, no que era para comida.
This is
Para
we
ping,
call
no
it
diré que-
diisocyanate. It's a silicate resin.
Y ahorita que está haciendo Wilber, ¿ok?
Yep. So it's designed to work in the presence of water. It's inert, non-toxic. You know, it's
Okay.
a little bit different than epoxies. All right, so go ahead and just be
Okay.
careful with this seam. So when you flip
Yeah.
it,
Hardens like
just
fire.
kind of a quick.
It does.
All right.
Quick.
Toda. Chale, salió caballo. Como me dicen a mí el profesional.
Yes, sir.
Se lo unta todo.
Professional, largo. ¿Cómo te la hago?
¿Cómo la unta sobre eso?
Aquí,
El mil
aquí
usos.
hay mantequilla para sus enchiladas, para sus
Enchilada.
quesadillas.
Ahora mantequilla.
Y ahora, ya largo de estar.
All right, and we're gonna flip back over.
Pues no
So we
tenemos
want
mucho
that seam
tiempo.
on the inside.
Aquí
Lleva
era.
4 minutos ya.
That's right.
Or, I'm
the
sorry.
seam
Yeah.
on the outside.
Yep.
Yeah, because we're gonna wrap, we're gonna leave this inside.
All right. So, okay. Just so we're not rolling it and all the, I want you to get that other work surface and lay it down because I don't want to roll the bladder and all this shit. Go
Okay.
ahead and lay that down on there. There.
Quita el moco.
Yes.
That's all right.
Let's go ahead and line it up with the lines. All right, now this one I'm gonna start this just so I can show you guys. All right, now it's inside the lines, right? But when this stuff stretches, it's gonna flare out. So when you go to wrap this, you really want to make sure that when you're wrapping it, like I said, you're wrapping
chapo que
it
aprendió
real
del taco.
tight in here. All right,
Burrito.
like almost like squeezing it
Yeah.
as you're wrapping. Okay.
¿Cuántos taqueros van a
Because
haber?
what'll happen is it'll, like I said, it'll fish mouth on you. You don't want that.
Tienes que meterlo bien. Para que quede bien cabal el rolito, el rollo.
So see how I'm not rolling it. I'm kind of squeezing it, you
Yeah.
know, as it's going on there. Okay, always have my seam facing up. Here. All right, go ahead and lift the nose up for me.
Levántalo, levántalo. Que iban hablando.
All right, and then looks like you're tying your shoe, right?
Okay.
Tight here till you see it crimp onto the packer.
Okay.
See how it crimped?
Yeah.
All right, and then don't let up on it to tighten it. So just boom, twist, twist.
2 times.
Yep,
Okay.
two half turns.
Las tijeras de cortar metal.
Two halves.
Con las uñas cortas.
Con esta corta. Esa corta.
You smooth that.
Esa corta. No me las pongas así.
Go ahead and lay her down.
Ya vi que no lo respetan.
Sí.
Oh, Carlos.
No. Oye, desde que le diga tío Carlos. Ah,
Sí,
no,
como
Carlos.
buen tío. Sí.
No, ¿cómo? Tío. Pues yo ya vi.
2 veces.
Two half turns. The same as the straights too. Two.
La vez pasada 3 nos dijeron, vas a
I did.
acordar
I 3 on the straights.
Yeah, it makes me a little nervous with
And
que
then-
nos dijeron la
elbow.
vez
It's
pasada.
a lot of material. For that elbow. I just don't like to overdo it.
Yo miro abajo, hermano.
No te preocupes, no lo has visto.
Espérate, barra
Con
abajo.
los zapatos. 2.
All right, she's getting a little tacky, so let's get her in there.
Okay, two.
Push these guys down.
Bien, largo.
Mira, este más chiquito tiene que ser. No, la idea ya.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Get your pull
let's go
rope.
ahead and get her hooked up.
Ok,
Get her in there.
el volado. Tenlo largo, ponte allá largo.
We got. Remember, we got 25 minutes. What we got on the
Yeah.
clock? 'Cause we on the
We
clock,
can
guys.
put this one just right in the hole and reconnect it right there.
This
Hay
way.
que amarrarle esta pita, viejo.
Espérate, largo.
Amarrarle la de estas.
Amarren la pista, vamos, ven
Ya ahí lo conectamos yo.
Ya tenemos, tenemos. Yo, conectalo.
Here, hook it up.
Conectalo.
Conéctalo.
No tenemos time, no tenemos time. Imagínate Barrabás hiciera esto.
We just gotta keep track of time. That's all.
Ay, niñito.
Very fast.
Poquito poder.
Mételo algo.
Okay.
Oh.
So when we go in, you want that fold to be on the top.
Córrele, córrele.
Okay.
The fold has to be on the top. Okay.
La manguera del aire.
Ahí está.
You got your regulator and everything.
No lo giren, así que vaya recto.
See how nice and green.
Tú lo llevas, tú le das el control ahí.
I know, I've been the whole time I've been distracted. I'm not used to seeing
Fácil.
Yeah, I know.
Only in spring it looks as pretty as that. Then it just dries up.
Yeah, it does.
flat ass country I live in.
Well, he's from Wisconsin, where it's Michigan, where it's snowy. And
Aquí todavía le falta.
Ya va llegando.
It's where they ice skate in the street.
Oh, yeah?
Ahí ya te va a llegar ya
I could drive my full-size truck on our lake.
Ice truck.
It gets that cold.
Ahí está.
Ahí, just right there.
All right.
Ponle el... No lo menees, perro.
So who wants to do the regulator?
Come on.
Johnny,
Vamos, Johnny.
regulate.
All right, so that way.
these are all, this is on, because it's fastened.
Sí, están listos.
Yep.
To the left, about the other 30
Yep,
pounds.
you just got to get the air pressure
Sí,
going.
están listos tú.
All right, now listen. When that locks in, your tape mark is going to push back at you. That's okay.
Okay,
It just means the bladder's stretching.
okay.
All right. So keep going.
Yeah, it's on.
You got plenty of air.
Va.
You're about 35. You just don't want to come out of treatment. That tape mark pushing back.
Yeah.
Yeah, let it go. You see, it's going to want to start climbing. Right? And then once it gets a little bit higher than what you want it, once it gets a little bit higher than what you want it, right? So like right now, we're still kind of creeping. See how it's slowly building? That's why I don't ever walk away from it until I stabilize it. So what you're doing is you're stabilizing the air here and there. Because right now, this is trying to send air in, that's trying to push air back. So you just got to make sure that you have the right pressure. Now, to know that you truly have 35 PSI, if I back this down and this gauge falls, then I know I don't really have 35 pounds, right? See how I'm backing that down and it's not falling yet? That means I'm stable. If I were to back that down and this thing were to just drop, that means I don't truly have 30 PSI in it. Yep. So right now, what I like to do is just let it balance itself and then lock it, right? So you just lock it.
How long we had to keep that lock for, wait for, to be
For
ready?
your cure,
Yeah,
for your time to cure.
okay.
Sometimes you gotta kind of play with this thing.
So how to get it out? You just pull it up, unlock it.
Yeah, just pull up.
No se va saliendo.
Sí, ya salió como 15 metros. Sí, está
It
caliente.
will, I just have to.
You gotta get it in the right groove.
Caliente.
There it is.
What time is it?
We're there.
20?
Well, now we're in
10
place.
minutes and 45 seconds.
Now, I always like to send my camera in,
Okay, tú.
and then if all you can see is the bladder, then obviously you know that the material is
cámara,
tight.
La cámara.
Ahí está.
Alex, por favor.
Send the camera.
Vamos a ver si te
¿Tienes la cámara del? Yeah, you got your camera? Because we can remove the hail from the big.
No, you can get that in there. I don't want that on my, this camera. We got a skid on there, so it's good to go.
Ay, este necio.
Did that? When you felt that 90, did it go in pretty easy, or did you have to?
Yeah,
Easy,
yeah,
¿verdad?
to push it.
Okay.
Le metió easy.
Sí.
Ahí
Aquí.
está la cabeza,
Yeah,
Chapo.
that's all.
No, allá.
Yep.
Aquí así.
What's that?
Al otro lado, métalo.
Aquí, mira.
Yeah, but
saca la
set it
cabeza.
out with it.
Saca una de la
I
cabeza.
always like to
Dale
keep
más.
it and set it out with it.
Aquí.
No, yo hasta al revés. El negro es al volado allá y el amarillo a la cámara.
You know that that's
Willy,
Ese sí.
ponte el guante.
leave it
Dame,
out.
deme
No, pero al otro, al negro, güey.
Barra.
Y
Guantes.
amarillo a la cámara, sí.
Oh, underneath the table.
Yeah, under the table. Same.
No, no los tires para abajo.
It's kind of a guide to give you an idea of when it's starting to cure up.
Encienda la cámara, Chapo.
¿Es para acá, no al revés?
¿Ya lo conectaron?
No, güey.
Guantes.
Ahí tiene el palito encendido.
That's on.
¿Ya?
You
Yeah.
press the button, you let it wait. It's got to load.
Ahí está, ya encendido.
Zócalo.
¿Puedo limpiar allí?
Mételo largo.
Hágalo para allá.
Mira, ¿qué estás haciendo, Barrabás?
Bueno, zócalo tú. Mételo largo.
¿Está encendido?
¿Está encendido o no?
Sí.
No. No.
Chapo.
It'll load, it'll load. Give it a second.
Dele un
Dale un segundo.
No lo toque. No.
¿Quién aprendió?
Ahí está. mira.
Ya. Oh, no, tiene algo adentro. ¿Qué es eso?
El cable.
Es lo donde va conectado el.
Porque se vio destrabando.
Mira. Ahí.
Ajá.
Sí, la conexión.
Este trabajo es de paciencia, loco.
Ahí está, mira, otra conexión.
Qué raro, perro.
Ahí es, ahí es.
Go ahead and pull back on that white rope.
Pull the rope. Pull the
Pull
rope, Johnny.
the pull tape.
Pull the rope down straight. Yeah.
Yep, give it a nice tug. Nice and tight. Can you go any further or no?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure we see the end of it.
Dale más, dale más.
Ahí está, mira.
So all we're seeing is just poly sleeve or plastic. So we're gonna go ahead and push in a little bit more if you can.
Pucha la
No, I
mano.
can't.
That's it.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's the back of the packer.
Yeah.
You know, as long as we're not seeing, you know, and what your, so your tape mark is there, right? And so we know that if that the center of the patch is where we should be, because if those
Yeah.
marks were lined up, we'd be in trouble, right? So that bladder stretches a lot.
Déjale
Once
poner
it
ahí la
locks
marca
in-
donde teníamos.
Oh, we're stretched
Sí,
out
ahí
that
está
way.
la marca, aquí.
Yep. Now when we go to deflate it, that tape mark will suck back in there, right? But
Yeah.
what happens is it, like a baseball, right? It hemorrhages there and it hits that short turn, and then once the pressure's applied in the radial, it stretches that way. So that bladder now is probably close to 6 feet long, right?
Longer than what it was.
Correct.
Yeah.
But the repair is in place.
Is where it needs to be. Yep.
Porque el volado está así, como
So
le
that's
metimos
just
la
kinda,
ñeca, entonces
you know,
solita le-
verifying.
Clean the camera. It's got probably got stuff all over it.
Saca la barra, dale el volado para que limpie. Va a limpiar la
So our
cabeza.
cure time for this is, let me get the gas on. We're looking at 25 minutes? No. Cure time, 45 minutes. No, an hour, right? Oh, let's take a look.
¿Y dónde es el chapo que tanto graba?
Depending on the
No me dijo
Una
yo.
película estás haciendo.
No, no, bebo. Después te la envío.
Me-
Para que estés bien.
Lo que pasa es que vos no ves quién está grabando.
Ojalá me salga sobre
Sí,
el
a vos
barco,
te está
chaval.
grabando.
No, sí, tú también sales ahí.
Mira dónde estamos haciendo el trabajo. Allá está grabando.
No, lo que está